Peace, peace to all the guys and the goddesses. Check this. We don't need many to activate. We just need a couple of y'all to activate. And once you activate, we just need you to stay on the right side of the team. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you like this. I was telling a friend of mine when I was eating all fruits and vegetables, you know what I'm saying, like from a certain source, I used to feel electricity in my hands. And I used to feel it in my feet. That was the number. I'm talking about like I used to always feel electricity in my hands and feet. And the reason why, because I was sacrificing. I was making a sacrifice to gain my power back. So a lot of people want to know how you gain your power back. Like, for example, when I had the out-of-body experience in 2017, November the 26th, 2017, 3:30 in the morning, when I had the out-of-body experience. And I always share this story with people. First, I started meditating. I didn't know what I was doing. But before I started meditating, I found myself not eating for like days. And it wasn't because I was sick or something. I just didn't want to eat. I found myself being at peace a lot also. Found myself being on the road a lot. Found myself being in the mountains. Found myself just collecting data of this world that I can. Well, anyway, I went back to the yard one day. And I don't know who made me do this or what made me do this. But I put my feet on, I took my shoes off. And I just started walking on the ground. I was at U.S. Express in Irving, Texas. And, damn, bro, this story always fucks with me. And I took my shoes off and I just sat on the grass. It's like a spirit came over me, man. Like when I say, like when they be talking about the Holy Spirit and all that shit, like it was something like a good spirit, I tell you, that came over me. I just remember meditating. I don't know what led me to do. I never meditated. And if I did, I found myself meditating in a different way. But I actually was sitting on the ground, legs folded, meditating. And then I walked around on the other side of U.S. Express, like by the highway, facing towards the highway. So if anybody ever go to U.S. Express in Irving, Texas, it's closed now, but that used to be their spot. And I was facing towards the highway in that little field of grass right there on the hill. And I just sat there and I meditated over there. And I remember laying on my back and I seen like stars in the sky. But it's not like the stars you see at night. Like, you know how somebody daze you and you see those little lights, them little stars? So I seen those little lights everywhere. Like energy, pretty much what I was seeing. It was hovering over me. A big white energy. And I remember I got up because I was like trying to reach for them, and I got up. And when I got up, my shoes were still off. I was still grounding myself. I didn't know what I was doing at this time. I didn't know it was grounding. And a hawk flew. So a hawk flew, and when it flew on like a power line like that. And it sat there, and I was like, yo, that's a big old hawk. And it was big. I remember when it flew, the wings was big on there, and the body was big. And it sat there and it watched me. And somehow I made a connection with that bird without me even like recognize that I had just made a connection. It was like Bluetooth. It was like Wi-Fi. Like, you know how we connect to things? That's what it was like when I connected to the bird. It was just like me and the bird. And then another one flew over, bigger than that one. And they both sat there. And it was like I don't know how to say it, but it was like we was making a connection without talking. And I remember I got up, I started walking back towards the truck, and I was watching the sun go down. I never forget, I seen the sun. It was so big. The sun was like real big. I remember seeing the sun go down. And I just watched the sun go down. It was just like, I just like wanted to watch it. Like stuff that you never really do, like people never do. And I watched the sun go down. And man, I remember laying on my back. Shit, this one it got crazy. I remember laying on my back and I started talking to myself. But this wasn't me moving my lips. Now I know what it is, but at first I didn't know. It was my consciousness. So I'm talking, but as I'm talking, it's like perfect. Like everything is just perfect. So I'm like, damn, my pelvis, it started vibrating. It's spinning. I'm like, yo, I'm laying on my back. My body not moving. I'm just all consciousness. I'm talking through my consciousness. I can hear myself clearly. Talking about my body on lock. It's already gone. It's already done went into a meditation stage that I ain't even know I had went into. But I found myself fasting a lot. I found myself eating a lot of green leaf vegetables from like the side of the road. Like people who grow their stuff and then they sell it. Like, cause I'm traveling, so when I'm traveling, I'm always buying stuff like people who sell their stuff on the side of the road, like gardeners. You'll see it, like you'll see all of their stuff. They'll say we got plums and we got oranges and we got this and so on and so on, honey, pecans. So I always stop over one of them spots and I get the greens and I get the fresh stuff. So when I'm on my truck, I ain't got to go into no grocery store. I got it, So I found myself eating good like that. Man, I just remember when I laid down, my pelvis vibrated. That shit just shot up. I felt a levitation. Shift to the left, shift to the right. Came out. It was just like Wi-Fi. It's the only way I can explain it. It was like Bluetooth. I just disconnected. But the whole moral of me telling y'all this is because I was in my power. I was able to astral project like it was nothing. And I did it like another time, but stuff I didn't have the vibration in my chakras. Now that I knew that, it was my chakras. Started from my root chakra and it shot up. But I didn't go all the way through with it because when it happened, I came out and I said, I'm dead. I was consciousness. I'm looking at the body. The body is on the bed just sitting there, laying there, still. I'm connected to it because it's a cord, silver. And I'm like, dang, I'm dead. I can't tell my mom, my son, nobody bye. So I get really emotional. But as I'm getting emotional, I can feel everything, like everything was alive. They zoom me back in my body. Or I come back in it. Way back in it, face soaked in tears. I can feel everything. Feel every emotions. I can feel everything. It was like I was alive. I had opened up my chakras and didn't know I had opened the first one up, which was the root chakra. And then it shot to the solar plex chakra. But I ain't know this at the time. I didn't know none of this stuff. But what I did learn from it was the key for me to astro project and for many of us to do this or to even just be in our power, it's the way we eat. And I'm gonna admit it, like times we done ate wrong thing and we always got an excuse to be like, well, we can't get it, we can't get a hold to it. Well, fast. Fasting is key. Lisa Leffler said she fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. I bet she went through the real enlightenment. And then she passed away because enlightenment was there. The real enlightenment, man, I'm telling y'all, man, you have to know your body. You have to know who you are. Because if you don't, you'll just be in the melting pot with everybody else. Everybody is in the melting pot. Everybody copy and paste. But if you find out who you really are, you'll be able to do some amazing things that people don't even think you can, that they wouldn't even believe you can do it because they can't do it, but they don't know they can do it. They're amazing and great just like you, but they don't believe in it. We only need just a couple of y'all to activate. Just a fucking handful. Just a handful. I'm talking about like real activation. Being a real fucking superhero. Because you can be. I can be. It only takes sacrifice. And I'm admitted. It's times that I don't even want to make that sacrifice. But I know if I make that sacrifice, I know the reward. I know the real reward. Because I felt it. I experienced it. I experienced the real reward when I came out of my body, man. And it wasn't just me coming out. Like, it was the shit that was around me that I was allowed to see. But everything was happening so fast. And it was so shocking because I couldn't believe that I had just separated and I ain't feel no pain. I was consciousness because I choose to eat a certain way, because I choose to do things in a certain manner. On top, I found myself at peace. I wasn't worried about no black and white shit. Cause what's gonna be what's gonna be. They gonna be who they gonna be. And we gonna be who we gonna be. We gonna be who we gonna be. I am all that I am. You gotta claim your power. Of course, they're gonna try to weaken us. They're gonna try to make us go to work. They're gonna try to keep us fucking distracted as much as they can. They're gonna do everything they can. But you still have to fight through this shit. You still gotta fight through it. It's hard on all of us, man. I'm talking about it's times I've been wanting. It was times I wanted to check out, be like, yo, I'm done with this shit. I don't want to do this no more. But if I give up, I will never know the prize. This anatomy that I'm in, this body that I'm in, is built different than others. Except for me and my brothers and sisters, my real brothers and sisters, they know who they really are. We all share some of things alike, but our powers are all different. This is why they give us these superhero movies. They making fun of us. That shit is a mockery. I don't care how you feel. Like, yo, I hear you, B, but nothing, B. You gotta sacrifice, B. You gotta fast, B. I gotta fast, B. We gotta figure out what source we gonna get our food from. Cause we know they're attacking us. But by the time you get home, you tired. And the only thing you got is the weekend so it can weaken you. And that's the time you really ain't got time to do nothing but sleep. So as a collective, we all got to get our shit together. As a collective, we only need a few to activate. That's all. When I say activate, I'm talking about really be into your powers. I'm starting to see a lot of brothers and sisters like move cups and telekinesis. Shit, I'm telling you. Y'all got the power. I'm starting to see like they using their powers to shut doors. Just imagine if you eat this a certain way. Imagine if you fast a certain way and you stay true to that and you made that like a part of your everyday living. Like that was a part of your, like that is a part of your suit. But that's a part of your everyday living, no matter how your day is. Like some days I just rather not eat. Like the whole day I haven't ate. But I got a watermelon waiting on me. And I'm gonna eat on that watermelon. And that's gonna probably be it for the day. And I'm gonna drink on me some juice, some watermelon juice. I'm probably gonna give me some mango juice or something like that. You know, go do me some push-ups, get in the gym, and that's it. If the trees ain't, if we are similar to damn near like the trees, and the trees don't fucking eat, then why the fuck we gotta eat? Who told us we really gotta eat? Because we got a digestive system? But shit, you got breatharians, you got ancient stories that was never told, that they'll never tell you, that melanated people really ate off the sun. Look at the people on the pyramid walls, the Egyptians. They weren't that big. They were just tall. You don't see no muscle. You didn't see no muscles in the Egyptians. But they got shit done. Oh, they made the slaves build it. All right, whatever. Even if there was, they got shit done. They weren't even that big. Go look on them. Go look on that ancient wall. Our people, even if you go look through ancient pictures, our people weren't that big. It was the power. It was the magic that we possess. That's what it was. It was the unknown. It was that shit that lingers in the spirit realm that's calling you like, yo, use me. Shit, they telling you can't use me because if you use me, Jesus gonna get you. And you going to hell if you don't use your power. So they lock you away from your power. And they put that fear on you. But fuck it. I'm like, yo, I'm finna go ahead and go 40 days fasting. Choose wisely what you're putting in your body, including me. We all gotta choose wisely. You don't give a damn if that shit say organic. Them people ain't putting that shit on the bottle that they put mRNA inside it. You know, the Jabberwocky inside this shit. They ain't gonna tell you that. This is the time now you gotta find your source. You gotta find farmers. Instead of linking up with people to go party and hang out, it's best to be linking up with people that got gardens. People that are doing in-house gardening and people that are doing indoor gardening. Even if it's still outside, hell, I still take it. Hey, you know, you gotta realize our bodies are strong. We ain't weak. We ain't weak. Shit. I know they spraying. I know they doing a lot of shit. I know the soil has been damaged, but man, shit. I'd rather eat that, I tell you. I'd rather eat that from that garden. You know, and if you do grow your stuff outside, you can put up nets to, like, when it do rain, it can catch that water, and then the net will catch all the, you know, the dirt, you know. So it's still a rain inside your garden, but your garden won't get all of that dirt, you know, all them chemicals on it from that water, because what's going on is when it rains, inside of those little rain clouds is holding the chemicals, but it's not in the water itself. It's just holding itself in the, you know, in the little bubbles when it falls, and then when it hit the ground, splash. That's what is holding it in, that chemical. You know, the chemical is inside the rain bubble. But anyways, you just gotta choose wisely where you're gonna get your food from there, because we know that they are using bio weapons to attack us, nano particles, smart dust, all of this shit. We're very aware of what's going on. A lot of y'all are very aware. So when I'm talking, I'm just really preaching to the choir, to many. But you just gotta choose wisely, man. Like I say, you know, instead of linking up with people to go party, link up with people who got gardens. You got people on Instagram that got gardens that are growing their own food. And if that shit got to be mailed to you or shipped to you, hey, so be it. You know what I'm saying? If you got to order that shit in bundles, and you got to know how to learn how to mason that, you know, put that shit in the mason jar, you got to learn how to dry it out. Hey, you got to do what you got to do for yourself. We don't need many to activate. We activate according to how we eat, to our anatomy. Us, I ain't talking about everybody else. I'm talking about the melanated people, the real one. You know what I'm saying? So, with all that being said, hopefully y'all learned something. Peace to all the guys and goddesses. I'm out.